Hi friends, we are at INDO-MIM. They are at Hall 3 of Hannover Messe 2023. INDO-MIM is one of the largest manufacturer of metal injection moldings and one of the world leader when it comes to metal injection moldings. But with the customers' requirements, they have gone beyond MIM, and that is what they are exhibiting this time at Hannover Messe. So INDO-MIM INDO-MIM is participating in Hannover Messe for a very long time, and so in this today's real-time broadcast, we are going to bring you what INDO-MIM is exhibiting here, what are their plans, what they are doing in the European market. Let's find out. Hi.
Hello.
So we are having with us Senthil Shiva. He is the business development manager for the European region, right?
Yes, sales manager for European region.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you. So thanks for coming in the real-time broadcast of Machine Makers.
Definitely. Thank you.
See, actually, I have a very long relationship with INDO-MIM. Say, when we started in Bangalore in 2004, our journey, and almost from that time, from 2006, I believe, we are in touch with INDO-MIM.
Yes.
And from that time, we used to go for advertisement. You know, that is what we used to do earlier.
That's right.
And that time, your vice president, Manoj Kabra, we used to go, and he was telling only one thing: we don't sell in India.
That's right.
And that time, we were thinking that, okay, we were not knowing what to say. But I'm very happy, even it took a long time, almost I think 17 years, we are here talking with INDO-MIM, and we understand how INDO-MIM have become a popular name in the world. So, can you tell about INDO-MIM's participation at this Hannover Messe?
Yes, Hannover Messe, it's one of the famous exhibitions for the technical shows, and it's probably the biggest one. And INDO-MIM has been participating since the beginning of this show to showcase our products and also to our services to our customers. And then this show has been an important show in the European region, and this makes us to participate. And earlier we used to participate in a smaller stall, and then we showcased only metal injection molding. Over the period of year, we grown considerably and also diversified into different segments and different markets, also in different technologies, and that's one of the reasons that we continue to participate, and this show has been one of the important show for us in Europe.
So that is what one question I had, Senthil, to you is that, INDO-MIM is very famous for MIM.
Yes.
And your name also have the MIM there.
That's right.
So why now this Hannover itself you are telling that beyond MIM? So why beyond MIM?
See, the manufacturing industry shifts very often. Earlier people were looking for specialized suppliers, basically in the manufacturing scenario. But over the period of year, and also particularly in the last few years, the thing is, like, everyone do not want to spend so much amount of time and resources to hunt for new technologies and also for different kind of services, managing different suppliers. So in short, people are looking for a one-stop solution. That's what we also aim to serve our customers, and that is one of the reasons where we do not stop only at MIM. We also started doing the related technologies like investment casting. Initially we started offering metal injection molding. The technology serves a market where the components are to be very small, precise, complex, and also having high volumes. But our customers started asking services which we can provide, like manufacturing the components which are bigger, also having small quantities, and also have a lot more complexities. So that's how we ventured into investment casting. And further, we didn't stop there actually. Metal injection molding, as the name suggests, we supply only the components in metal, but also people want in different materials like ceramics. And we also do ceramics for our own consumptions, and that became a starting point for us to offer these services to our customers as well. So that's how we ventured into ceramic industries as well. To round it off, we also started manufacturing additive manufacturing components and supplying prototypes to our customers, and we also do machining, because when we do this, definitely it has to be supported, because all the dimensional tolerances has to be met with machining as well. So customers are always asking, can you do machining components directly? That's one of the reasons we also started offering machine components. And when we do this metal injection molding, we didn't stop only offering a service like just selling the components, but we also try to offer a complete package to our customer, like making sub-assemblies. in this process, we also have to source some of the components from our suppliers. So that also becomes a selling point for us, and this has to be communicated to the customer and also to the market, because only very few of our customers knows that. That's one of the reason we showcase different technologies also in Hannover.
So I also seen that you also do automation.
Yes, that's right.
Jigs and fixtures.
Yes, that's also started very interestingly. We do till now from the inceptions we have done close to 6,000 different components, which means each component needs a gauges and fixtures that is for our own captive consumptions. Knowingly and unknowingly, we have built a very competitive team in designing jigs and fixtures and also manufacturing them, though it is for our own consumption. And then some of our customers started asking how to do this, and we always, from the beginning, we supplied the gauges and jigs and fixtures to our customers so that they can measure in the same way. Jigs and fixtures in the means not only for the manufacturing but also for the measuring methods. The gauges for measuring the components were supplied by us to our customers so that we have a same measurement method and the same measurement way without having any disturbance in the production line. So that has built a competent team. And when it generated a lot of interest from our customer, they started asking, can you do jigs and fixtures? And also, and you know, when metal injection molding, it's a high volume production, volume-based production. We have to build automations to increase the productivity, at the same time to reduce increase the quality as well, to reduce the scrap rates, etc. So in that, we made a lot of cell concepts, and that also became a competent environment, and that team was exclusively set up for that to make automations for our own product. And that becomes a base point for us to offer the services to other customers as well.
I think, Senthil, this also makes a very big, whatever we are discussing. I think you take your customers a lot into confidence and share all this information to them, your process, I believe. That's what one reason I believe the customer knows that you are doing all these activities in your factory, and they are asking if you can help them.
Of course. For us, the most important thing in coming to the customer relationship is willingness to be very open and have a honest discussion. Exactly, the customer deserves to know what exactly we are doing at the plant, whether the customer is in Europe, Japan, or in US. Wherever they are away from the plant, definitely, for sure. So to give them the confidence, we definitely explain what exactly we are doing in terms of development as well as in the production, and also to safeguard them in terms of any quality issues. So that's one of the reasons we've been developing all these things, communicating to them well in advance, and our customers knows about this. Unfortunately, it is only limited to our customers. We have to establish a methodology to propagate these informations to our prospective customers as well. That's one of the reasons which we are exhibiting here in Hannover.
And we are also trying to take that message
definitely,
to
Hari,
more
definitely.
people.
Yes,
That's what all the efforts is, that the kind of work what INDO-MIM is doing. I would like to say that 3D printing, metal 3D printing is something which is picking up. And I am also, you should know that it is not just additive manufacturing INDO-MIM do. You also sell metal powders.
Yes, it's kind of a backward integration. When we are doing metal injection molding, we definitely deal with powders. We also do with the metal additive manufacturing, so we also need a powder. So we also backwardly integrated. So we are offering powders also to our customers who are into 3D printing or metal additive manufacturing.
So whatever components you need to make, you have all the kind of opportunities available, and if there is a gap, I think you will fix it with some of your good vendors.
Of course. This is a good point, Hari. As you know, there are definitely, in coming to the forming technologies, there are many different methods to do this, forming a component. So it's not only metal injection molding or investment casting, it can be other technologies like a conventional casting or a forging. So any forming technologies or any metal reduction technologies, everything one INDO-MIM alone cannot do. So we just also, many customers do also offer, do you know somebody who can do this? Instead of just pointing them to these directions, probably it gives more confidence when we take the ownership of qualifying those components and ensure that it has been supplied at the right quantity and the right quality, and at the same time in a fastest possible lead time. And that would be easy for our customers to handle as well. So we become the linking chain in that, actually. So that's how we started offering, coordinating with other vendor base, where they don't have access to the customers, and at the same time, the customers don't have an access to the quality at the same time cost-effective suppliers as well, which we do not actually do in that technology.
This is very interesting points you are sharing with us actually. One more thing I would like to say is, there are many customers who are participating in from India in Hannover.
Yes.
Basically, we cannot just tell INDO-MIM is an Indian company. You are an Indo-US company, from the beginning.
Yes, from the beginning we never limited ourselves to one geographical regions. We want to be a global player, and that's been our motto, and that's been our target as well. So when we started the operations, we just made it as an Indo-US MIM technology. Later we changed the name to INDO-MIM, and that we never would like to limit ourselves to one particular regions. We would like to be a supplier for every possible customers actually.
That's very nice to see. See, my next question is that, so what difference makes from the majority of the people who are from India and here is that you have a full-fledged office in Europe.
Yes, that's right. That's one of an added advantage. The customer always want to see face-to-face. Though in the past few years it was a challenge due to the COVID restrictions. However, the customers always would like to see, particularly when there is a new technology or there is a new opportunities, they would like to have a face-to-face discussions, because everything cannot be done over the Teams or over the phone calls or by emails. They are always love to see that face of the company. That's one of the reasons that we do have an office here in Stuttgart since 2008, and then it was always started with one person in 2008, and then we now expanded to 6 people here in Stuttgart, and that gives us a lot of confidence for our customers that we are really serious in taking our customers' wish in terms of development and production.
And all the people are engineers who already spend time in the
production and development. Yes.
Yeah. So you have a great vision. And I think definitely that helps your customers.
Of course, the company has a great visions. The management is really concentrating on the small details which could make a big difference. Being very local, being very close to the customer, and also ensure that their voice has been communicated properly to the team back in the plant, and also the plant's voice has been communicated properly to the customer, so that there is a seamless integrations in terms of understanding the requirements as well as the deliverables.
So thanks for sharing a very detailed explanation about INDO-MIM and its business. And I think this may be the first time we are having this kind of interaction with someone with the INDO-MIM team.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
Now we would like you to just show us what you have exhibited here in Hanover, so that not only the visitors who come here, but across the people at globe can see what is that INDO-MIM have exhibited here.
Definitely, yes. Please come. As you know, one of the branch of the technology is ceramic injection molding as well. So ceramic is a part of is a branch of the powder injection molding, and ceramic injection molding we've been doing it for wherever the requirements are calls for wear resistance, and it's very similar to metal injection molding. So typically we do alumina 92%, 96%, and 99.7%, zirconia as well as infused silica. Typically the requirements are very similar to metal injection molding. Components annual quantities anywhere between 200,000 to 2 million or 5 million. Even it can go up to 10 million pieces as well.
One piece?
One piece, yes.
Okay. And the manufacturing process is same or it's different?
It is very similar, or almost same like metal injection molding. Just instead of metal, we use ceramics as a raw material.
Okay.
That's the only difference. So basically the technology starts with the preparation of feedstock, where we make the raw material and bind together with the binders. We cannot really melt the metal or ceramics to inject molding. So what we have to do is we need some other agents to do the job, which the binders do that. So which means we add the plastic binders along with the raw materials, we make a feedstock, then we inject mold it into the molding machines by melting the binders. So the molten binders takes the powder particles, basically be it ceramics or metal, into the mold, and then the forming process is completed. Later we debind it by removing the binders by solvent and thermal process, and then later we sinter it to close the porosities and then get the final near net shape.
And which are the major, I can see some kind of a watch chain or something like that.
Yes.
And there is a lot of watch
Cases, yes.
parts are there. So which are the basic applications this goes?
When it is a very complex profile, that's one of the major parameter that decides that we need to go for ceramic injection molding. The other one is this material is very, very highly wear resistant. So it's not easy to process this material as well. So it's the only other technology we can do is press and sinter and or metal injection or ceramic injection molding. So when it has a complex geometry and has a high wear resistance and also aesthetically appealing, which means it narrows down to either automotive or consumer segments like watch cases.
Okay.
So it has opened up on a lot of avenues. Earlier, 10 years before or 20 years ago, we don't really come across the ceramic watch case, right? That has now become a luxurious item. That's one of the
So you're
also
telling the
applications.
watch cases are becoming ceramic?
There are some special
From
applications.
metal,
Yes.
from metal it is plastics. Also the ceramics are
Yes,
there.
exactly. Even some of the automotive applications where the gear shifts and also the small lever which changes the gear, or the coverings are actually from ceramics for a higher end cars. It gives a very aesthetic feeling. So that's
you're
very
telling that when it comes to injection molding,
Yes.
the one important thing is you need more parts. Then only it is more
quantities. That's right.
because you make a mold and that kind of, and then you do it. The process.
Yes.
So the luxury cars and all those things will have that kind of
Quantities? Not necessarily. Sometimes even the quantities are very less, but it's been under the luxury category. They're willing to offer a little bit premium for that.
Okay.
Because the other technologies still cost much more than what MIM can or ceramic injection molding can offer.
Okay.
So still there is a cost effectiveness for the customer.
There is.
Yes.
And maybe the finishing and maybe the lot of other advantages which comes along with this.
Yes, that's right.
Great.
And then we also do of course the metal injection molding.
Oh, this is what
This is
INDO-MIM
MIM.
is. This
Yes,
is MIM.
This is MIM.
This
That's
is
what
MIM.
we call it as MIM,
Yeah.
metal injection molding. As you see, this shape complexity is amazing in this technology. It's there are some simple parts, but the complexity is in the material. Those materials are really, really tough to machine, which means we have to spend a lot amount of money to remove this material, which is really formed easily in metal injection molding. So it's not only the shape geometry complexity, it's also the material complexity. It always makes the job simplified for our customers. One of the motto of INDO-MIM is complexity simplified. So basically that's what we do. We have a lot of complex profiles and requirements, which we make it in a simple way. So then next comes the investment casting. Basically, the investment casting is also one of the interesting technology. It's one of the old technology. It's called as a lost wax. So we also make quite a lot of investment casting components and also precision machining. So when we call it as a precision machining, it's really a complex 4-axis, 5-axis machines. That's what we do, and we do predominantly for oil and gas industries, and also for aerospace industries, medical industries, machining.
All critical machining.
All critical machining. It's not only machining; it's also the associated activities like deburring, maintaining the cleanliness, and which has to be really. For example, some of the components that we machine also used in medical industry, which means the cleanliness requirements is very high.
Clean room
Yes.
requirements is.
We do
needs
have
to
a
be
clean
met.
room. Yes, exactly. We do have a clean room, and we don't really stop only by machining. You see that we do have a ceramic injection molding, metal injection molding, investment casting, and machining, which means when there is a sub-assembly, when it calls for different technologies, we are able to seamlessly integrate it, and we can also procure some components outside from our supplier base, and then we can weld it or rivet it. We can do the complete sub-assembly as well, and packing also. It's a complete one-stop solution. That's what we try to do. And this is one of the backward integration, and is the powders basically. And we also do the binder jet 3D printing and also laser powder bed fusions as well.
See, laser powder bed fusion is what normally additive printing as such, right?
Yes,
That is what we see.
Yeah.
So what is this binder jet 3D printing?
Binder jet 3D printing is a new technology as well in 3D manufacturing, 3D printing, basically additive manufacturing, you can call it as. So it's very similar to metal injection molding. This is one of the good technology where we can also integrate it. So the binder jet printing is like they take the metal powder, they spray it, and then they also take the binder, they spray it one more layer. So alternatively, they spray the powder and the binders, and then ultimately we are producing a green component after molding without a mold. That's one of the good thing about this technology.
Yeah, please.
So the good thing is like there are some requirements where volumes are really less, where the customer do not want to invest in the tool. So in that way, binder jet printing can be a very good solution. At the same time, technically, it's not possible to produce all the geometries in the tool. There may be an undercut, or there may be some collapsible core requirement which is very complex. So which means the futures cannot be put it in the tooling itself. In that case, binder jet printing can become another alternative. It's in the very early phase. We have just started with the prototypes, but in the few years, we believe that it can go into production as well.
See, people are also talking about hybrid machining, right?
Yeah.
Subtracting plus additive combined together.
That's right.
Do you think that you do a lot of complex machining? So, what do you think about that? The hybrid machining.
It's in the area. It's in the very initial stages. Of course, when we do the 3D printing, it's also amenable to machining, but the amount of machining has to be more, and because of the accuracy of the binder jet printing and or the 3D printing itself. And this is one of avenue which will definitely take a shape in the near future, and we are also working on it.
Okay, so this is what basically we have at this stall.
In the stall. Again, here we are showcasing some of the automotive applications, basically, because metal injection molding, automotive technology is one of the very early technology also.
So there are a lot of interest basically from people here. I have seen couple of days also I came, so I have seen that many people are there. So we are having some people from India. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you're from Coimbatore. Yeah, we have a team of people from Genetics India of Coimbatore visiting Hannover, and they are here at INDO-MIM stall. So how do you find the products which is offered by INDO-MIM here?
Just normally we walk through by that's call number 53. Find out that.
So have you seen the different products which is here?
I think myself metal, actually plastic molding and MS molding only I know, but this metal molding is new one for me.
Oh, this is the first time you are seeing metal injection molding. So how do you find it? Will it be useful for you?
Yeah, very useful, but a new one technology. I don't know about that.
Thanks for visiting INDO-MIM. Please continue. They're having 3D printing. I have just learned about jet 3D printing. So I think the people at INDO-MIM will be very much helpful to show you. Please. So this is the investment castings. So which were there that side also?
Exactly. We just want to showcase other varieties as well. Basically, there are some of the biggest components that we also have made. Basically, it's for some automotive and also for consumer and industrial applications. And we again have showcased some other automotive applications because there are quite a lot of interesting applications. So we have showcased as much as possible to capture the wide area of applications. And again, some intricate ceramics. It's not only the injection molding, we also had 3D printed some of the ceramics as well. Yes, exactly. So that's also
so multiple technology do not matter for INDO-MIM. It is all about what component you need, we will give.
Exactly. That's what been our approach, and that continues to be our approach.
So you told that you have a very efficient team at Europe, and I think this is a good time to introduce those people.
Definitely. Yes.
And I think you are Mr. Kiran, who is your Vice President
of European region. Yes.
I think he's in India now.
He is on a business trip in India. Yes.
Yeah, because we had a talk with him before a couple of days, and that is when we came to know that he's not going to be here. So we really miss him. But definitely the other people, Mr. Shiva, if you can just introduce
Definitely.
us.
Yes, please come over. This is Ram.
Hi, Ram. Yeah. So how is the total experience in this exhibition?
It's really good. We have been participating in a lot of exhibitions across Europe, and Hannover is one of the major exhibitions for us. I was here in 2019. It was a pretty good show. I think today we have a lot of good visitors in the morning. The first hour itself, we had some good, interesting prospects. Of course, we are expecting a lot of visitors in the next 2-3 days. This is a really good show, I would say. Yeah.
So you have other people also from INDO-MIM here?
Yes, we do have some people from plant visiting here, so that they can also see what is exactly the Hannover Messe is, and also they can learn from this show to go back and take the learnings and implement in their projects. And this has been good. And we have one person also from our product engineering and development.
He's from Bangalore.
He is from Bangalore, yes.
Okay. So Anbarshan, is this your first exhibition, or you have participated in earlier exhibition?
I have participated in a SAE show in USA. This
Okay.
is my second participation.
Okay, in Germany this is the first time. Europe this is the first time.
Yeah, yeah.
So how do you like Germany?
The weather is good.
Weather is very cold.
Yeah, I feel it is very natural comparatively with the Bangalore.
Bangalore, but
yeah,
still
it's,
Bangalore is hot, right? It started getting warmer.
Yes, yes. right,
Yeah. I expected it will be little bit warmer here, but yeah, last 2-3 days I am having some issues. I am happy that Anbarshan is enjoying the climate. So how was this Hannover Expo for you?
I would say this Hannover show is a very biggest show I have ever seen, and we could see that 4,000 plus stalls are exhibited here, and there are a lot of learnings we can take away from here, like automation and new toolings. Wherever we have a new solution for toolings, we can get all this knowledge from here. We can definitely use this in our segments for the machines.
Thank you very much, Anbarshan, for your time. And friends, we had a great time at Indo-US MIM Tech, and I believe that you also have got to know a lot about what INDO-MIM is doing. So if you have any requirement in component manufacturing, you will be able to get a solution out from INDO-MIM. So thank you very much for being part of this real-time broadcast. Machine Maker is coming out from Hannover Messe. Till next we meet. Cheers.